Hello, ladies and gents, and welcome back to another episode of Kingdom New Lands here on Not Your Professional Walkthroughs channel with me, your host Max. Okay, so the last episode, well, that did end up going really badly. So it took me way too damn long in order to just get about anything done. And that was not good, obviously. So we're gonna have to see if we can actually get this done a bit faster and see how this is gonna turn out, of course, too. So I'm gonna have to make sure that we do the right things here, because unfortunately I felt like after I got my hands on the knight, things started to turn a bit weird with the whole stuff regarding our archers switching to soldiers and then just regrouping to the inner wall once the outer wall started to fall, and it was just most unfortunate to see that happen. So hopefully we're gonna be able to uncover what these new lands might contain, and hopefully we will be able to keep expanding this kingdom even further. There are achievements such as trying to spam your kingdom through 5 lands and things like this, but with the way things are going, I'm not really sure if I can count on something like that. There's some dog stuck in here, so I'm not really sure how to free that pooch. But I would definitely love to do that. I haven't seen that before, that's for certain. Okay, I'm trying to do the scouting for one side of this place. So we now know that on the right side there is the enemy portal. And therefore I'm not sure how much I will need to expand in this general direction, or if the what's the word I'm looking for, if the place where we boarded the ship is located on the other side. So this is going to be crucial for us to figure out, and hopefully we will have the necessary gold in order to actually build the towers or the defense structures to be put in place so that we can defend both fronts on the first night. Because we came here, we did not really have that much money. I'm gonna try to run in front of the deer, see if I can make him run in the other direction. Because the lower the HP, the higher the chance that it can be hunted for profit. Any of you money? Nobody. Oh my god, that's really bad. So the reason why that is bad is that we do not... Oh, actually, we do have this wall built. But I don't see anyone from the archers actually stationed on this side and doing any defense work. So this is going to be really slow start for us. On the next day, what I would love to actually try to do is go and scout out the left side of this kingdom or this land for us to conquer. As we now know that at the right side there is the portal, the potential danger might be that even on the left side there's going to be one. So hopefully these archers are going to be able to hit the enemy. I said hit the enemy. You're supposed to hit the enemy. Finally, that happened. Issue is, I don't see a merchant. That's a big no-no, because so far the merchant has been a crucial help for us in order to start off the kingdom with some sort of a cash bonus. It looks like we actually did manage to get 2 coins, so I can actually get 1 more archer. And hopefully I'm going to be able to come across some sort of chest, which is going to give me that starting cash to work with. Otherwise we are in some deep trouble. So hopefully this is going to work out. I'm not eventually like guaranteed that there's going to be a chest, but it seems that I actually managed to come across at least one of them. So good news, everyone. And there's going to be the requirement for us to, of course, upgrade into the higher tier so that we can have the masonry. Question is, where is the ship going to be pushed? So there is the second chest here. This might be good, this might be bad. Sometimes it's better for us to preserve this. I see another problem. So I'm not really sure if that stone can be turned into a portal or not. So that is something which I will have to be on a lookout for. Looks like our horse is exhausted. So we're gonna have to be careful here. in order to not get knocked out or something. And we're gonna have to make sure that we do not lose that crown. And this horse is taking a really long time to actually recover its stamina. I'm gonna try to keep pushing this deer out of the woods and towards our archers. And I'm gonna try to expand the reach of our kingdom as much as possible in here, because I see that here we have the space to expand. Unfortunately, this deer is not willing to run where it's supposed to, so I'm trying to run in front of it, guide it back towards the archers. Our engineers are doing a great job in clearing out these woods. I really need more space for rabbits to be popping in. So hopefully we're going to be able to expand even further. It's just taking way too long for the woods to clear out here. And I don't want to like push out too much. But going all the way over here is definitely going to be crucial for our success. So what I'm going to try to do here, it's hard for me to tell what's the current time for me to work, but we should get this palisade upgraded, and we should try to do the same on the other front. So that one guy over there, that's gonna be really profitable venture, and we're gonna try to get this expansion ready as well. Our archers were capable of getting us the money which we needed. I'm gonna try to upgrade this camp a bit more, and hopefully they're gonna be able to build at least the basic palisade here before the enemy comes in. This is a really weird placement for a farm, and I'm not really that crazy about it, so I'm gonna have to be here on a lookout for the enemy, because we know that on the right side is where the portal is currently located. So I'm gonna drop those 2 coins in order to slow them down. We have only the basic palisade here constructed. I am not sure how many enemies can come, so I'm not trying to make them build this right now, because what would happen is that the enemy can actually rush in, knock out the hammer, and then knock out the fact that they are royal subject of my crown. But it looks like nobody's coming in from this side. So we're gonna go ahead and upgrade the palisade even more. Now, I have seen one camp with people who I can hire, and that is on this side. We're gonna have to do something here with these rabbits. So 2 farms can be located over here. I'm not that crazy about this placement, because we're gonna have to expand quite far in order to actually get something more out of this location. But hopefully the fact that we are clearing out the woods and we're trying to bring in the rabbits is gonna create a starting capital for me, since we aren't able to really collect any form of proper taxation here. The deer is running away. I'm waiting for it to stop so that we can trigger the running animation and hopefully turn it to start running in the other direction. If I can guide these 2 towards the camp and all those archers, I would be really thrilled. This deer is just refusing to do just that, so we're gonna try to give him a little push in the right direction. I don't want to scare him so that he would turn around and mess up this whole damn thing for me. It looks like here we're gonna be able to expand and build up our fortification even more. So that's really awesome, because that's gonna mean that these farms which can be established over here should be then protected well enough. So I'm gonna try to go ahead and put down 2 more bows. We're definitely gonna require those, and the question is, do we have the time to clear out even larger portion of these woods? We should be able to do it. We do have the engineers, so let's give them something to be proud of. And by expanding our space towards this other river, which can be then turned into a potential farm and even more source of income, that would be important. However, the problem which I'm facing currently is the fact, or the same thing which we might be facing as in the previous kingdom where we settle. So one of the tents or one of these settlements where we might come across more peasants might be behind one of these portals. And because I wasn't really sure if the one on the left side would react the way I would want it to, so that it would, for example, be creating the portal for the enemy. I wasn't sure. I did not see that purple spiral inside of it, so I wasn't really sure. I should have probably built the better fortification on the other side of our kingdom. The night is coming in, and we really need to make sure that we are up and running and properly functional, and this should also allow us to get some of these additional upgrades and such. Look at all this fun stuff. That's why you need those rabbits. That is why this is gonna be crucial for us to probably keep on expanding in the other direction before we can turn this into a proper farm. Because considering the fact that we need 2 farmers, or at least 4 farmers for a farm, there is the initial investment of like 4 or how much gold, and then the additional of like 8. And you need people, so that's gonna take 2 days just to fill in one of these farms. It's gonna take some time and some commitment and building up these defenses in order to actually make sure that nothing stupid is gonna happen, since we know that the enemy is gonna be coming in from this general direction. What I want to do is go in there and try to recruit the 2 guys, and after that what I would love to do is see if we can go and scout the other side, if I'm gonna be able to actually get to that other position. So I'm trying to leave the coin there to see if the other peasant is gonna spawn in later. And if he's gonna spawn in later, the benefit of that is gonna be that he might pick up the coin and try to guide the deer towards the archers. But it's getting trickier, especially with the damn bridge over there. And with that aim and having only like 1 archer there, yeah, I was quite sure that this guy is just gonna run back into the woods. But you see, the second peasant was successfully recruited. Yeah, I tried to run towards the deer in order to scare it off in the direction where I wanted to go. Doesn't seem like it worked this time. So what we're gonna try to do is start getting these first farms established. At least having 1 farmer and maybe 1 more of the archers is gonna help us out. We should have the stone fortification, the basic stone fortification that is, on each side. Still have time to potentially scout out here. We have cleared out a large section of these woods. So we're getting to the masonry monument. The danger which I am now facing is I have 0 coins. So what can theoretically happen is if this stone were to activate and the enemies would start popping out of it, I can lose the crown. Oh yeah, that thing got active. So the issue is here, we're gonna have to probably push on both fronts after the ship is constructed, or try to push towards the front where the ship is gonna be pushed towards. So even if the engineers would get knocked out, the archers on the ship, we know that there's gonna be 4 of them, can work as this extension of our kingdom, some sort of a defensive turret, which would be able to fire upon the enemy without the enemy having the capability to return the fire. But because we have now 2 portals, that can be extremely difficult for us to manage, and defend properly. So we have quite a lot of archers coming in from this side. And it looks like they have cleared out everything here. Wow, that's a lot of gold for the rabbits. You should head back in. What I'm gonna do is donate the money over here. And I'm gonna probably have to donate the money over here. And because the portal was opened here, I'm not sure if I need to watch over this flank tonight. I see 2 archers here. No, there's actually a whole lot of them. They're just so grouped up, I did not see how many of them were there. So they were able to defend this wall. But because here is where the catapult workshop is going to be constructed, this wall will not be enough for us to create this as the defense for our settlement or kingdom. We're gonna have to make sure that we are properly set up to handle whatever these guys are gonna throw at us. So I'm gonna start off the day by going to recruit the 2 guys in the settlement here. I cannot leave the coin over there. I need to leave it behind him. He's not gonna actively run towards that coin. I want to see if this portal is gonna be constantly active or if they're gonna be switching sides. And maybe that will mean that I will need to find some sort of a rhythm of how to switch between side A, side B. Because right now you can see that the portal is here, not active. So the enemy should not be able to spawn in, and I should have the time to return. And there's a chest. So this was a risk well worth taking. And there's the second camp. Oh, come on. Work with me. You guys have quite the distance to travel. Holy fudge, there's way too many of these portals. Our horse is starting to be exhausted. I have to keep in mind that I need to get back to my kingdom too. So I'm gonna start heading back because we already spent some time delegating the necessary work. Once the stamina is established, I'm really hoping all 4 are gonna be able to safely make it to the kingdom, and so that we can give them a proper job. It's gonna take a while for the farms to start producing money, and they do not produce money on a regular base. It's also something which I need to keep in mind. So, oh fudge Muppet, this is gonna be so bad. So this portal is gonna be active. I think I saw an enemy. So I'm gonna drop the coin. This is why it's crucial for you to have some sort of money to run around with. The night is setting in. Our horse is exhausted. And I think there's one more stone which we need to run past, or did we already pass through? Yeah, so we already passed through that one. So it looks like there's 2 of these monuments which we'll have to make our way through, which is really bad. This is just out of the experience from the previous place where we were at. So you saw how long it took and how many nights it took in order for that place to fall. So I'm gonna put down this. I'm gonna put down this. I'm gonna put down this, and I'm quite sure this night the enemy is gonna come from this side. And try to have this tower upgraded for now. We still have the same quantity of archers to work with. It's just that right now one of them is not in the tower and have some sort of a better angle at the enemy. But thanks to the stone fortification, which was a smart choice to go with, we're able to handle this. I'm gonna have to take a look at the other side, because on the right is where the 2 farms are closer. So that is where we can make the money. I hate this, that the tower needs to be built so much away from any fortification, so it's really making it difficult for me to just go in and say, yeah, that's what I'm gonna go for. So probably throughout the day I'm gonna have to try and run through here and see if we can get through that portal in time. I'm not really sure right now if there was a camp. I'm not really sure if any of those guys have managed to make it. So this portal seems to be, so far, not active, but they are definitely switching sides. And I'm counting at least 3 settlements from which we can recruit. Oh fudge, there's 2 of these. So 2 of these on each side mean just a whole lot of trouble for me. Especially if one of these monuments can be found so far behind. We don't have the money, and I think this is the end game portal or something. So I'm assuming the ship is gonna try to travel to the right side. The unfortunate thing is that the monument for the archers is located so deep in the woods behind 2 of these portals. And that is something which I'm not looking towards. This can mean lots of trouble for me. So we're gonna have to gallop back towards our kingdom. And that makes me think that on this night, the enemy is gonna come from the right side. Again, I'm not really sure if they're working on 2 days or 2 nights on one side, then on the other side. We're gonna see, but hopefully the expansion of our land has worked, and our workers or engineers are gonna be able to give us that money which we need. We should still have the time in order to cut this, right? Issue is here. I don't see what I like to see. I think there's the bump for the fortification, but here is the defense tower. That's a problem for me. And that's a problem for me because that means whoever is set up on the tower can be knocked out, and that's an archer or a settler who we can potentially lose. The music is getting this weird feel. I don't think we got any money out of these guys on this side, which is most unfortunate. And it looks like we're gonna have our first red moon or pink moon or what you want to call it. Now, I'm not sure if any of these dudes were even able to make it here. So we have quite a lot of archers. I really think that whoever we recruited on the other side here just wasn't able to make it here in time. That's a problem. I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade this place. This is gonna give us an upgrade for the towers and the fortifications too. Issue is I don't see the enemy coming in from here. That makes me wonder what the heck is going on the other side. Because red moon always means enemies. You don't get this event and you do not get like a larger portion of enemies attacking you. Seriously? It's so weird. Now I want to go, of course, to the right side and see if I will stumble upon the peasants who I have tried to recruit. I see 2, 3 of them. So there should have been 4 of them. I don't know what to do in order to clear out this puppy. I'd love to help him. Horse is getting tired. How's this portal looking? We do have some coins, so I would love to recruit the additional guys here. We will need to cross through here. And I don't know if these dudes in the woods have the time necessary in order to make it to the kingdom. Look at it. There's 3 of them now. So they have a whole day in order to make it through those woods. Question is if they're gonna even make it to the other camp, which would explain why we saw like 3 of them there. I'm really not thrilled with this. We're gonna have to destroy these things. Question is if I will be able to somehow time it so that the knights are gonna be able to come in and start attacking these mini portals through the day when the side is not activated, or it doesn't really matter, and once I activate the knights, the sides are just gonna become active and they're just gonna try to put up the fight. I really want to help that dog. How many trees are there still that we can clear out and make this safe? The problem is if I would try to expand all the way over here, and this is what I don't get. Why is there 1 archer on this side? There are 2 archers over here guarding the farm. Oh, we have absolutely nobody like helping with the hunt. Beautiful. Beautiful. The thing is, I want to expand here, but it's getting super late. So I cannot afford to do that. So what I want to do instead is get at least this upgraded. We have the engineers close by, so they should be able to get the upgrade and have this fortification fully constructed. Because right now, this is our line of defense. This is where we make some profit. And hopefully you're going to be able to finish off the stone wall. In time for us to be defended. It's taking them a bit longer than I would like, but it's done. And that's good news. I'm gonna have to check on the other front. It looks like we have some unemployed people here. That's bad. Question is, do we need engineers? We have 3 farmers. We have 2 unemployed dudes. 3 farmers, so I can do 4 farmers. I can do this, and on the next day what I wanted to do is expand the fortification on the right side so that we are closer to the tent where we can recruit the more people and we can start defending these farms. Potentially put in an upgrade, but the priority right now is to fortify the right flank. So this is right now the top priority. The ship, I don't really care about the ship right now. It's going to take us forever to get the ship established, but I need to make sure that these farms are up and running and we have a good source of income coming in. Because if I were to expand even more in this direction, there's not that much more space. These 3 guys are gonna make it here. That's awesome. I'm gonna recruit even these 2. But the priority is try to get the upgrade for the fortification and the tower. Fortification primarily. These walls need to be up and running, and they need to provide the defense. The good news is that as we expand the flatlands in here, we create more space for the rabbits to pop in, show up, and be hunted for gold. So we have an alternative source of income. Because over there where we see this bump close enough to the camp, I don't know why I wasn't able to pick up that damn coin. This is gonna create us the hunting grounds. And hopefully that's gonna give us what we need in order to succeed. Because we rely now on these hunters to provide us with the necessary coin in order to get this fortification to its full form. And we will have to also monitor what's happening on the left flank. But this is where our money is going to be coming in the next couple of days. So this is why I want to get this upgraded. This is why this fortification needs to be standing. This is why this archer is pissing me off, because he's not hunting. And that one tree is what separates us from losing that camp of recruits. Maybe if I get some money from the farmers. It really looks like we would have to upgrade this in order to set up more work for the farmers. We have way too many unemployed peasants here. And if I do not get more money, that's gonna be problematic. We have 0 engineers on this side. It looks like all of them have been working on the other side. So with this money, I should be able to upgrade that first farm. Let's do this. Let's give you one more engineer. The farmers are gonna run back. What I want to do is get this. This should give us the 4 tiles. I'm not really sure how that's gonna work, however, due to the whole thing with the bridge being there. But maybe behind the bridge, they're gonna be able to accommodate more farmable land. And we're gonna have to then take a look at this fortification. Theoretically, we have 2 lines of defense here, which we can rely on, so we would be able to expand even that 1 more wall over there. But the problem here is that there's literally nothing for me to work with here. Even this is not good, because we have the tower, and only after that we have the walls, and only after that we have the tower. And here I see the same issue again. So we have tower, which is not able to cooperate with the... This whole flank is just gonna be totally effed. I think I heard the portal all the way over there. So I'm not gonna try to push out my engineers that much further. I will still need the money in order to actually get the fortifications up and running. Thing is, how much money can I get out of them? So what I would love to do here is ignore this tower, but build out in here. Because if we can get this done throughout today, upgrade this to palisade, to stone walls such as this one, then to the full stone fortification, we have a good line of defense, and from here we are able to defend the kingdom. Because if something happens here, these archers are able to come back and then just support the tower. So it's not that much of a distance for them to try and escape the enemy. We really need to work on this. Even with the farm upgrade, you guys are really trying to tell me you cannot go and do more? Seriously? How come there's not more farmable tiles on the other side? And what I want to do is upgrade this. Unfortunately, I cannot cancel it, and now I don't know if I will have enough money to put in the upgrade for the full-on stone wall fortification. That's my priority. I want to have it fully upgraded. I do know that I have a bunch of people. This is why I'm not currently trying to recruit even more of them. But hopefully the engineers are going to be able to come over here, reinforce these walls in time before the night settles in, and the enemy is going to come in for the next wave of attack. Thank you for the money. Really appreciate your job. Really means a lot here. Wonderful. They're getting it done. It's still daytime. You would know because your units are simply not running behind the line of defense. And they're doing that just now, so I think just as the night is gonna come in, we are gonna be able to have the proper stone fortification up and running. Awesome. So the tower is right here. It can support the archers. The archer is gonna be able to come and join its comrades, or his comrades. So we have 6 archers on this side. We're gonna have this tower up and running. I think one more engineer would be awesome. Let's get some more of you fellas. Let's get one more farmer. I really hate the fact that this is only able to accommodate so many people. And we're already seeing the masked enemy, which is why you can understand that we're gonna need the proper line of defense here. So I'm not really sure if we're gonna be able to support full-on farms here. We're looking at day 10. We have no money in our pocket. I have no idea what these farmers are up to. Nice. Fix it. Okay, we have purple sun, or what's happening? So it's really hurting us that we do not have access to full-on farms. And if I were to try and expand over here, that's nice. This can support 4 farmers. But think about the location and how much far I would have to go in order to set up the defenses. This is not something which I can rely upon successfully. I have created quite the land for our archers to try and hunt on. But if majority of them are just gonna be stuck close to the place where they are now, that's not good. And I'm feeling that we're gonna have to upgrade the tower on the right side completely to the maximum in order to make sure that we never lose those farms, or we are in some serious trouble. And I mean some serious trouble. So other than upgrading the castle, I'm gonna probably have to go and try and upgrade this tower here as much as possible. I think 3 archers is the maximum capacity which you can accommodate on a tower. We can actually go ahead and recruit these 2 just so that we get something out of today. I don't want to lose this as a potential recruitment point, but these archers are just horrible with their aim. It took this guy way too damn long in order to hit this place. We don't have enough. Right now there should be space for 2 archers, and with one more upgrade for 9 coins, we're gonna be able to squeeze in 3 of them. So I don't know which side to try and go and take a look at. The last night the attack came on the right flank. So maybe tonight it's gonna come in through here. Hard to tell. I'm also thinking we might have to upgrade this over here. Look at all this money. That's just stupid. Okay, so what I'm gonna try to do, upgrade this. Put something over here. Okay, so the attack is coming from here, so if they're going to be following the 2-night schedule, theoretically what might happen is that on the next night is when the attack is going to come from the other flank. we still have room for additional farm here. Problem is, no proper fortification, which would allow me to go ahead and try to get somewhere deep. I really want to save this dog. I don't know what it is. Sometimes feel like one of my crazy ancestors was the one weirdo who said, hey, how about we use a wolf for hunt or something? I don't know. I really was considering getting a dog lately, but with the busy schedule and trying to set this thing up for success, because I have been told that maybe in January I might have to return to the office, which would really screw with me badly. I have been to the office on a couple of occasions during the COVID because I had to, like signing some paperwork, delivering some stuff, or picking up some important documents. I hated every moment of it. COVID should have never happened because it made me really enjoy being able to work from home. You see this? I would have to build the defenses up over here after we destroy this damn portal. There's just way too much of me pushing outwards. So if I were to lose, or we can theoretically try to set it up over here, but yeah, I'm not really that happy about this. We're really in some deep trouble here. Let's see if we can get the venison to run towards our castle or kingdom or whatever it is, settlement. Come on. Run! Run! You're supposed to run the other way. No, Bambi, no. The other way. The other way. God damn it. I really hate the AI of the wild game here. What time is it? I don't even know how much time did I spend on this. I cannot get the other deer to run towards the towers and the archers. Run! No, not the other way around. Damn it. Okay, so you aren't even able to kill the deer? Seriously? No. It's nighttime, so I don't really want to be caught outside. There's just 3 archers in that tower. Where's the rest of them? Okay, we are super exhausted here. Let's get archers. We're gonna need the forces in order to make that push anyhow, and since there's only that many archers that can go along. Yes, give me that money. It's all my money. Nothing. Seriously? What a disappointment. Don't know if I will need to start getting the catapults, honestly. I think I will. There's just an onslaught of them coming in, and since we have 2 portals to deal with, and I will need to protect the farms on the other side, I think I'm gonna have to go for it. So the next batch of peasants which are gonna be recruited for our cause are definitely gonna be flying the catapult flag. Day 12. We're gonna try to get more engineers. So we have that camp rather close. So hopefully we're gonna be able to recruit more fellows. At least the money from the farms is good. And even from the archers. Damn! Okay, we're starting to really overflow here. So I'm actually gonna be forced to donate the money over here to this. And holy fudge, there's 4 of them. Why are you taking the money which I did not give to you? There you go. So I'm considering upgrading the castle. Let's just run by the farmers. We are way too stacked with cash right now. If something happens to us, it's gonna be fun over. So let's get this upgraded. And I'm gonna give the money to this dude. We're taking only a portion of it. So let's store that for tomorrow. Let's upgrade these two. So the two engineers will have their hands busy. You have quite the hunting ground where you can try to look for rabbits, because it's rabbit season, not duck season. And the night is gonna come soon. So this was a good idea. I'm actually shocked so far I did not come across any of those weird places where you can switch out your mount for something different. I don't know if we're getting Red Moon. I'm certainly starting to feel a bit more happy about the fact that I decided to go for the catapult. Issue is I don't know from which side they're gonna try to come in at me tonight. So we have two archers up in the tower. We're gonna have a bunch of them come in from here. We have these two stone fortifications up and running, so they have a place to get back to in case something would go really, really bad. Like we have a decent quantity of archers here. I would kill for something which would give us a way to somehow know from which way the enemy is coming in. So we're just gonna get a bunch of more archers. We did get the engineers. It looks like the catapult was a good choice, and the enemy is coming in from this side, which is where we need to stand our ground. We're gonna start dumping money into this ship construction. Then we're gonna go recruit these fellas. Put money over there and money behind him. He will not run back towards it to pick it up. So I feel like the right side is giving me money from farming, but the left side is giving me money from the hunting. Not that I'm complaining that I have multiple sources of income. That is probably the dream of every person today. So that you are not job dependent and all these other things. Which is weird because I'm trying to put my eggs into this basket instead of the basket which is currently paying the bills. But I'm not really that thrilled where I am, so that's why I'm trying to do something different. So now you know. How much further can we push out? Just don't want the engineers to run into the woods from the other side. For no goddamn good reason. There should be a camp, so we should be able to recruit these two fellas. And at the edge over there to the left was where that massive mountain was at, so I'm not really sure if that is powering these smaller portals. But I really think that trying to expand in this left direction is horrible. So I'm gonna try to do everything to be able to stay here and have this opened up for the archers. And if we have the catapults operational and those 2 fortifications, I'm really thinking we might be able to succeed there. Let's go and upgrade this one. And we can already start working towards this knighthood thing. And I'm not really that sure if I want to mess around with that. I'm just gonna give money to our tax collector, or whatever his role is. Gonna get that farm money. Some game money. This is really freaking me out, because here, if we fail here, we can lose quite a lot. Considering that we have 4 farmers, times 4 gold coins, plus the 6 gold for starting the farms, plus 16 gold for just making sure that the farms are upgraded into this stage so that the farmers do not have to run back and forth every single night. We're starting to overflow with money. That's bad news. I'm gonna have to do something regarding that. You know what, let's start upgrading these, and since we have the money for it, let's get in these upgrades. And I was thinking, let's get in more engineers. We have 2 fellas in the camp. They aren't doing anything right now. This way, if the engineers run off and leave the catapults unattended and the enemy will come in, we are in some deep, deep trouble. So I want to make sure that that does not happen. So we have like 6, 7, 8 engineers. A couple of them are gonna have to abandon this ship because they're gonna be the ones responsible for pushing this ship, literally, in order to get us to our destination. But I'm gonna have to keep in mind also the knights that are gonna be required. Let's give you coin. Let's give you coin. Let's see if we can run through this portal and get to the other camp, or if the other side is the one which is gonna be the one that is more profitable for us. It will all depend on our scouting. So far I'm not hearing the noise from the portal, and we now know that this is where the enemy is gonna come from. So theoretically we can go for a couple of upgrades for the fortification. If I would have 1 more coin, that is. Unfortunate. So I don't know if I want to lose this camp yet. I definitely want to save that dog. The question is if anyone is even giving money here, or like doing work on the ship. I don't know if I want to be running to that portal because we are hitting the middle of the day. I'm actually shocked nobody's working on this ship right now. Should have the engineers. I'm just wondering in which direction I should consider going with the archers. Okay, let's give you that money back. Don't need that much of it. We'll probably get some anyhow. How did you guys get money? Did you hunt some of the rabbits, or what did happen here? Nighttime is gonna come. So we have the blessing activated. And I think tomorrow I might try to proactively try and do this whole push thing with the knights. It would be definitely beneficial for me to try and get as many of them as possible. And we need to hold on to this over here, because this is just way too much money which I have invested. In order to lose it, that would be just devastating for our economy. I do not think the archers on the left side would be able to keep up with the demands of this kingdom. Like, if I spent 8 gold just for the enchantment for the walls, that's a huge expense. So we need to make sure that all this investment will remain safe and secure. Quite sure they're gonna have it here. So they did not stand a chance. The peasants are starting to pop out. I'll leave the second coin there. I want to see if they're switching the knight, or if they're switching the knight. What I'm trying to say, I want to see if they're switching the portals for tonight. So that way I can try to theoretically attack this one. If I would have the money, that is. It would definitely help us out a lot. It's a big gamble. The problem which I have on this map is the fact that our right side, which is where I would love to attack right now, is where we are actually protecting a large investment. So if I lose this, I'm royally screwed. But if I go through the other side, they have to face off the enemy in much higher number. So which one will it be then? That's the big if. It's probably gonna be better for me to try and go this way, because there you have those 2 fortifications. So the knights really don't have that much space even to try and fall back onto. And I can try to use this to give the knights money so that they would fight better for us. And on the next day we can try to make them attack. Issue here is of what I'm doing is that I might lose a large quantity of these archers. So if we have like 3 archers per knight, that means, yeah, we're already losing money. That means that the 6 archers at least are gonna be pushing in that general direction. Why do you take as much of this money as possible? Why do you keep taking the money? Nobody told you to. We're gonna get in more archers. And I'm quite sure this night we're gonna have the attack come in from here. But the archer soldiers, instead of just your huntsmen, should be able to support them. But I feel like I have just literally lost the entire archer squad over here, which was responsible for a large portion of income, which is most unfortunate. So I don't know if you can take more coin. Apparently no. So you know what, let's spend money on this. We should get the engineer working and these engineers to stay here and keep the fortification protected, and then we're gonna be able to hopefully use this money to send in the attack after they are done pushing in. I don't see the attack coming in, which makes me wonder what's happening on the other side. Ah, okay, here they come. So I take it back. Catapult is doing its job, killing the masked enemies. And in the morning, what I'm gonna do send out the 2 battalions. I'm gonna set this up. We have day 16. I'm gonna try to run with the attack. And in case the archers would lose the money or take too much damage, I'm gonna see if I'm gonna be able to put in more coin for them. Because I really don't want to lose this attack. I really want this to work out. But I think this portal is gonna be active. So it's gonna make the attack a bit more tougher. Anyone's gonna pick that up? So you guys are attacking. That's activating the portal. And it's gonna take quite a lot of damage in order to destroy this. Really hoping we're gonna be able to succeed here. Just keep giving them money in order to make them hold their ground, because these archers are taking forever. Come on, keep shooting. There's way too many of you to just be slacking off. I want this to work. This portal seems to be slowly falling down. What I'm terrified is what's gonna happen if we're gonna have to push through the other side. Or if we're gonna have to clear out that massive mountain left. So this is weird because I think this might trigger some negative fallout from us destroying one of these portals. You can see that everything has turned slightly purple-ish. So I'm gonna have to make sure that we can defend ourselves. I'm gonna donate as much money into the treasury as I can. We are set up for getting some archers. I'm gonna try to see if I can make it in time. I don't want the money yet. I wanna see if I can recruit those two guys in this camp. Oh, fudge. That's really bad. That's really, really bad. Thankfully, I had the money to drop off. Where are the archers here? I feel like we have lost a lot of archers to the other side, but thankfully we still have the blessing activated. So they really do not like it when we destroy their portals, huh? Okay, the catapult has kind of disappointed me there. It seems like it serves better purpose while they're still trying to get towards the fortification rather than when they are at it. They're still coming. There's a lot of them. I was able to destroy quite a lot of them too, especially with the masks. Yes, even the white ones are done. Nice, really nice. So the blessing did its thing. I'm really happy that I did not get caught in this mess. I really want to free up this puppy. We're gonna have to go for another blessing, if I like it or not. And we're gonna need more knights in order to actually make a push over here. So I'm gonna try to walk past this portal. And what I'm gonna try to do is try to get to the other camp and recruit over there as well. And then from the money from the farms and such, we're gonna try to get just more of them to work for us. Now theoretically, since it's morning, I should be able to run out. Holy fudge, there's two portals here. On this right side is... It's scary for me to go here, But I also don't want to make this 3 hours long, because that's just gonna be suicidal. The quantity of enemies is gonna come in, it's gonna be a nightmare. Okay, so now we know that the ship is gonna definitely go in the right direction. So we have a defense line on the left. Problem is we're not generating money on the left. The archers have been mostly cannibalized for the assault team. And so we're gonna need more recruits in order to make more archers, because if we're gonna have even more soldiers, they are gonna have to push through 2 portals here. And then we're gonna have 4 archers and 2 engineers just to push the ship out. We can be looking at quite the long stay, and we are already at 1 hour. So I don't know if I will have to separate this into 2 episodes, and that might be much more proficient. Because if this thing is gonna have 3 hours, that's just way too much, even for me. So I'm definitely trying to make this entertaining still. That's still the main point of me trying to do these episodes, because this way I have stuff to upload onto the channel while I work on those larger projects, such as the comparison series and the other stuff. And I want to do the other stuff too. I want to return to like the discussion videos. I want to return to some other stuff as well. So it's crucial for me to make this thing work and create content which you, the viewers, might be able to enjoy. Actually, I'm seriously thinking that we're gonna have 2 nights of Peng Moon just due to the music that's playing currently. Are you not even? Oh fudge! He went inside. Okay, so that sucks. The archers are. Well, the portal on this side has been destroyed. So that has me kind of worried that maybe they're gonna come from the other side, because there are 2 portals. Do we have the catapult even manned by the engineers? Yeah, there are 2 of them. Okay. So, where's the enemy at? I'm gonna just dump a huge amount of money into this ship right now. Because already it's taking way too damn long. We are at day 18, that's just way too much. We'll leave the coin here, so that the other guy will then be able to join us, hopefully. I can return or check if any of you have more coins. The Art of Farmers, maybe? I have left a crazy amount of money over there. So maybe... You got something for me? No? What? Everyone took the money? And left? How is that even possible? So if I would have 8 coins... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can try to make these units push out and see where it takes them. Take this money. Oh wow, that's a lot of coin. Half a day. Really don't know what's gonna happen with this attack. Just gonna dump all this cash here and see where it's gonna take them, because this portal has been obviously destroyed, which is great news. What is this? So that might be able to do something. I just don't know what it's gonna do with our engineers if they're gonna run out into the night, into the deep, deep woods. And there's the other portal. So that's the point to which our forces need to get to. They have quite a long way still to go. But I'm really hoping that since it's still daytime, at least I hope it's still daytime, we're gonna be able to make this thing happen. And thanks to all this money, should be able to make sure that the knights hold their ground. So if I'm gonna be able to clear out 2 of these portals on one side, it would be awesome. Come on, keep attacking. Make me proud. I think if we would have the Age of Empires 2 strategy, where the knights would actually hit the building with the swords, we would deal more damage. But we seem to be handling this properly. I'm just petrified of what's gonna happen to the right side if we are to abandon those farms. We would probably have to build up the fortifications closer towards one of the portals and therefore lose the camp, which is located over there, where we can recruit peasants to join our ranks. Yeah, they really hated that. Ooh. Is that moon or is that sun? I cannot even tell you how many knights we have currently. Ooh, what's that? Day 21. So there's some sort of viewing mirror or something weird like that, huh? Oh, fuck. Oh my god, what the hell? Oh my god, I was able to teleport, but I got teleported all the way to the enemy lines. And now we know how many of them are coming in. That was horrible. I just didn't know what's gonna happen. Now if I'm gonna come across any of the enemy, they can knock out my crown and we can lose 3 kingdoms. Man, I'm such an idiot. Okay, the horse is getting tired. Come on. Come on, I left them plenty of coins to keep them busy. We're just coming across the stone or the masonry monument. We have cleared out quite the chunk of what's here. We have our engineers and our workers, our peasants. Come on. I'm quite sure they're gonna be coming in. You guys need to get behind the damn walls. Okay. Fun stuff happened. I'm gonna try to go ahead and finance the 2 knights. And get some archers in. Because we're gonna need them. That's for sure. So we know that the enemy was coming in from here. I don't know if they kept following me. So the ship is gonna have to go to the right side. That is... Ooh. I just don't know what's gonna happen if I would like stop the game right now, if I can just return to the progress where I was at. But that was really stupid of me to do that. That was just so dumb. As per usual, not sure professional walkthroughs deliver every time. But yeah, I think the episode is already long enough. We're able to break through 2 portals. So what I'm gonna do here is try to separate this. And on the next one, we're gonna try to keep pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and see if we're gonna be able to actually get to the other side. It looks like even our crops can wither from time to time. so we do not get the harvest which we are looking for, which is most unfortunate. Oh, now you're gonna wake up and do your job while I'm watching, huh? So I don't know if this red moon is gonna do what is necessary. We still have the enchantment. Okay, so it's turning white. So fun stuff there. But we're definitely gonna have to break through those 2 damn portals on the right side. The thing is, I just cannot afford to lose the farmers here. So we're gonna have to do this carefully. And hopefully if you did like this episode, you're gonna give it a big thumbs up. And for more fun content like this, check out the playlist in the video description or at the end of the video. And if you're not yet subscribed and you're still somehow watching, make sure to hit the notification bell while you subscribe, so that you are notified whenever I upload new content. I'm gonna wish you a pleasant rest of the day. Now hopefully I will see you all at the next one. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye for now.